And after completing this constitution, so Ambedkar, they have kept their project work after completing, after writing this constitution. So after and also here they have collected various laws from different countries. Okay, and which laws are collected means which laws are favorable or flexible for Indians. So they are collected. Okay, and finally their completion of work. So it is submitted to the INC in the year 1949. So Ambedkar has explained, also given the explanation about how they have written, what they have collected. So everything was submitted to the the Constituent Assembly. Okay, so that's why this year 1949 is called as the enaction. So it is called as our Constitution was enacted. So enacted. Enacted means what? Completed. Completed, and also we have taken adopted. So our Constitution was adopted. Adopted means what? So enaction is nothing but just adoption. Okay. Adoption means what? We are taking, we have written our Constitution and we are taking ourselves. Okay, ourselves to we are taking the our Constitution to ourselves. So that's why it is called as enaction. So enact. So on this day, on this year 1949, our Constitution was enacted. And on which date exactly means? So 26th November, 26th November 1949. On this day, so our Constitution was adopted and also enacted. Okay, enacted to ourselves. So that's why this day, so 26th November, this day is celebrated as the National Constitution Day. National
Day.
Constitution Day. Okay, I think
November 26th, no, sir?
yes, remember this. November 26th is called as November 26th. Okay, it is celebrated as National Constitution Day. Every year we are going to celebrate this one. I think you might have celebrated last year also. Okay, of course. So last year maybe due to some this pandemic. So I think you might have not celebrated. But actually this is the date. Okay, and from where means 1949. And again here from 1949, 26 November to 26th January 1950, 26 January 1950. So between this period, all this whatever the laws are written in the drafting committee, so they have discussed among all the people. They said that yes, we have written this law, whether this is good or not, whether this line is flexible or not. So like that, everything was discussed. And again, no number of modifications are done. So some of the people, they said that so and so modification should be done so that it will be good for people. So like that, many suggestions are given. So that's why they are called as constitutional debates. Okay, constitutional debates. So why constitutional? These are called a constitutional debate. So it was occurred nearly 1 year. Okay, and finally, after making number of modifications and also after going through thorough discussion, so each and every line was discussed in the Constitution. Okay, and also every clause. Okay, clause by clause was discussed. Okay, every clause and every line, every article, every schedules are completely discussed, and every page is discussed. So that's why our Constitution is very good and also flexible one. Okay, because it is completely belongs to the people. And so actually there is no domination or there is no dictatorship. So it is given for every people. Everybody can participate and everybody have the right on this one. Like that, they made this Constitution. And also here, Ambedkar, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, so he has written our Constitution. So mainly he is the main leader, and also so he is also a great lawyer. Okay, Ambedkar, B.R. Ambedkar, and also he is made as a chairman for drafting committee, and also he is also called as the father of Constitution, father of Indian Constitution. Okay, he has written in such a manner that so
He was the first law minister.
Our Indian constitution is the largest constitution. Okay, so he has understood the problems of India. Okay, so and also of course he is not so of course the other people's also given support and also they also is there. Okay, but he is the main part. So he has written, and how many articles are there means in the beginning we have nearly 365 articles are there. 365 articles and nearly 20 parts. So first we have to write like this. Otherwise, so 20 parts. The constitution is divided into total 20 parts with Roman letters. Part 1, part 2 like that. And every part, so they are having some articles. So how many articles are there means totally 365 articles are there. Okay, 365 articles. And again, some schedules also given. So 8 schedules are there in the beginning. Schedules. So these are the parts of our constitution. Okay, if your father ask me, so what is there in the constitution means you can tell this. So our constitution is having 20 parts, but this is present at 1950. Okay, so and from 26th January 1950 onwards, so our constitution came into force, came into effect. So that's why we are celebrating this 26th January as a Republic Day. Republic Day means nothing but complete independence.
Sir, why sir we celebrate Republic Day?
Because here we got independence in the year 1949, 1947, 15th August. But we got only 80% of independence. Still 20% is not there. Why means because we don't have our own constitution. Though the British went away from our India in 1947, we are following British constitution. British constitution till making our own constitution. So that's why.
Sir, after independence we are following British Constitution only, no sir?
Yes. That's why 80%.
January 26th, we follow new constitution.
Yes, our own constitution was followed. So that's why we removed the British constitution because we got our own constitution.
Jan 26.
And that's why we celebrate 26th January as Republic Day. That means complete independence. Okay. And also Republic means nothing but elected person. So there will be no hereditary system like king's rule, like a British constitution like that. British constitution will tell that though the elections are there, but there will be the higher authority is for viceroy and also governor generals. So instead of this one, this is completely replaced. And now here we converted into our country as a republic. Means only the elected persons are becoming the head of our country. Elected persons is there means what? People's participation. Okay, so people's involvement is there. That is called as people's government and people's ruling. That's why our country is called as a republic. Okay, and now present day here, once again every year, again in the constitution also of the book of in the constitution book, once again after completion of this book, so last book again some place is given here. That means what? The place is meant for modifications in the future based on situations. So based on situations in the country, we can modify just some things. So some articles or some clauses, some schedules like that, based on our requirement. So that's why some space is provided for writing any new kind of things based on situation. So that's why it is giving opportunity to make changes in the constitution. This is also big opportunity for the people. Okay, so that's why now present day here, how many so after going through modifications and also new adding of new articles, new amendments like that. So now present day here, how many articles are there means now here today, by today we have totally 25 parts. Okay, totally 25 parts are there. 25 parts. Within these 25 parts, articles is 450 articles. Nearly 450 articles are there. Okay. Again here schedules, nearly 12 schedules are there. the schedules are increased, even articles also increased, parts also increased. And apart from this here, once again, nearly present day, we have nearly 121 amendments are there. Amendments is nothing but changes or modifications in the constitution. Okay, example here, we have this Narega, MNREGA, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Rural Employment Guarantee Act. Okay, in the villages are there, you can see this work for 100 years, 100 days. Have you listened this?
Yes, sir. Swachh Bharat.
Not Swachh Bharat. So Karuvu Pani antaru. Okay, Karuvu Pani antaru చూసినారా?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir,
In
Upadi.
villages, they will go, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. In villages, sir. Morning
Mahatma
6
Gandhi.
In
to
village also it goes.
Village,
sir.
they
గ్రామీణ
will go
ఉపాధి
to
హామీ
hills,
పథకం.
sir.
Yes, మహాత్మా గాంధీ గ్రామీణ
Yes, sir.
ఉపాధి హామీ పథకం అని రాసింటారు. So what is the main intention of that one means they will give employment for unemployed persons, mainly the villages, nearly 100 days work. But now it is increased to 3 months. Okay, and also there first it was implemented for 100 days and later
90 days, sir.
yes. So day by day the changes are going on. So this scheme was
Yes, sir. Sunday is holiday, sir.
because always you require holidays. Okay, see here, this Narega or this scheme comes under 106 amendment. Okay, 106 amendment. So it was written in the constitution according to 106 amendment. So every village have so and so employment with so and so work. So like that it was written. So like that here number of schemes are there. Okay, and also number of developmental programs. So that will be included in the amendments. So amendment is nothing but changes in the constitution or modifications in the constitution. Okay, remember this. And next, okay, see here. Okay, so just to, I think you have this. Okay, now here and one more important thing is here, 26th November. I said no, that is Constitution Day. So it is called as National Constitution Day, as well as one more day is also celebrated. It is called as National Law Day. National Law Day. Why it is also celebrated means here, because Ambedkar is one of the great lawyer. Okay, and first they did not celebrate this as a Constitution Day. Just it is celebrated as only the National Law Day, because Ambedkar is great lawyer and also he thinks about he knows very well about these laws. Okay, so that's why it is celebrated National Law Day. And later around 2015 onwards, we are celebrating this November 26th as National Law Day as well as National Constitution Day. Okay, so like this the changes are occurred. Next, so just we move forward. So we have wasted a lot of time now here, but of course you might have known different things. Okay, now this is a different topic. So that is our constitution. Now come to this, what is the thing here means, if a country does not have constitution, then what will happen? Okay, and also how this constitution is required. Okay, if there is no constitution means what the people are going to do. So surrounding one example is given here. So the country of Nepal. So here Nepal country is given example. Okay, beside our country we have Nepal, one of the smallest country.
Sir.
And once upon a time this Nepal is called as
Here Assam only, sir. Nepal.
yes. Nepal, once upon a time there is a rule that, so it is called as the only Hindu kingdom in the world. The only Hindu kingdom in the world. If you go for Pakistan or Saudi Arabia or some other countries, there will be only the Islam. Like that here, we are thinking that India, but India is not the Hindu kingdom. Of course, India is having 80% of population Hindus only, but there is no restriction. But here in the Nepal, there is a restriction that only Hindus will be there. But this restriction was removed So from when onwards this was removed means in the year 1952. So from there onwards, so it was removed. So that's why it is called as the only Hindu kingdom in the world, that is Nepal. Okay, like other countries.
Sir, in that Hindus will be, sir.
Yes, but now present day all members are mixed because in the year 1952, so that restriction was removed. So that's why Muslims also there, Buddhism, Sikhism, so Jainism, Zoroastrianism, so many are there. Okay, even the Christians, Muslims, so all peoples are there. Okay, but previously this was only the called as only the Hindu kingdom. Okay, or it's also called as Himalayan Hindu kingdom. Okay, so now due to some political problems, so this Nepal is very nearer and it is listening the words of China, which is our Indian enemy. Okay, India is having two enemies, large enemies. One side is Pakistan,
Yes, sir. Pakistan and China.
China, but now the China is going to influence our neighbors. That is Nepal, Pakistan, even Pakistan, Nepal. All these countries are belongs to India only. You know this. Even Bangladesh. Okay, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. Okay, Maldives. So next, here Bhutan is there. All these countries they are going to influence China. So China actually they want to, that means they want to cover India with tight bonds. Okay, so that's why Nepal is not listening. So now here Nepal is there. So India is enjoying its independence and also the republic. India is enjoying its freedom. Like that here in the Nepal also, they want, because why they are enjoying the freedom? Because we got independence, freedom, and also our own constitution. But here in the Nepal, so there is no freedom. Just here one king is ruling. So his name is King Janendra. So his name is King Janendra. Okay, King Janendra was there. So actually, in generally,
Sir, Jnanendra, sir.
no, it is not Jnanendra. So it is Gyanendra. Okay, Gyanendra.
Gyanendra.
Okay, and generally they will call this as King Mahendra. Generally they will call this as King Mahendra. In the olden days, they will call. Oh, sorry, his father name is King Mahendra. Okay, and his son is Janendra. Okay, or Gyanendra. Now here, so actually these are the kings. They are monarchies. Monarchies must not means what? So there will be no freedom for people. Whatever he will tell, he must all must listen. Okay. So after seeing this independence of India, even this Nepal also started. Okay, agitation. That is struggle. Revolution was started. That is what for making of constitution for Nepal. Okay, constitution is there means what? They should have a separate president and parliament. Okay, prime minister like that. So indirectly they are asking for constitution, for making of constitution. So here we can see how the revolutions are broke out in the Nepal. So that was started in the year. So if you see here, the country of Nepal witnessed several people struggle for democracy like India. So there was a people struggle in the 1990. So that established democracy that lasted for 12 years until 2002. So see here, nearly from 1990 to 2000. So they started freedom struggle. That is the revolutions for the sake of this uh, writing of constitution mainly. So here, just okay, okay, come to the point. So here, next, however, king. So when the people's revolt was started, so king said that so he is going to make a republic country. He is going to make a republic country so that elected persons will be there and elections will be conducted. Some leaders will be elected and parliament is established. Okay, he just promised that, but he did not kept in the that means in the practice. So it was not came in the true. So once again, so when he has assisted that he's going to establish the government, then all people stopped revolution. Okay, so see here. So the Maoist uprising in the countryside as this region began to overtake different aspects of the government with armies as well. So first the king said that he is going to give importance for republic. Then all peoples have stopped this revolution, and once again, after nearly till 2005, the government did not establish. There is no democratic government. Then what happened immediately? Once again, separate struggle was started. It is started by Maoist, means China. So mainly the Chinese principles, Maoist mean. Okay, Maoist means Chinese principles. So China is having one great person like Gandhiji in India, like that. For China also, Mao Zedong was there. So Mao Zedong are just the followers of Mao Zedong. They are called as Maoist. So that's why the same followers of China. So it has influence with the Nepal, and then in the China also Maoist peoples started revolution against the king once again in the 2005. Though he was promised, but still it was not established. Okay. Now, then what happens? Next one, again here in the year 2006. So once again, king restored when the movement was started by the Maoist parties. Then immediately, once again, king immediately established one of the parliament because here he is unable to control these Maoist people. Okay. Then again here, but in 2006 also, still the constitution was not prepared. Okay. So once again, it was in the year 2008. So Nepal became democracy after abolishing the monarchy. Okay, here finally in the year 2008, what happened means, so finally these Maoist people, so in real world, what is happening means, Maoist people, they are going to defeat the armies of this King Janendra, because Janendra is having some army. So the Maoist people is going to fight with these armies, and finally they are going to defeat these armies, and finally they remove this Janendra from the monarchy, and they declared these Maoist people as a democratic country. So Nepal as a democratic country, but actually here democracy was lost because once again in the year 2015, so that will come, see here. So just to come forward. Yes, see this one. So Nepal adopted a new constitution for the country in 2015. So here there is a competition is there between India and China. Okay, what is the competition means here? China policy is to have this communism, communist parties. Okay, communist. But India is having democracy. So democracy is different from communism. This is democracy. This is called as communism or communist parties. So communist parties means what? Only particular community is going to rule the government. But whereas democracy, so is nothing but, so every people can participate in the administration or ruling. So here China want to convert this Nepal into a communist country, but India wants to convert this in Nepal into democracy. But actually here democracy is supported by America. Okay, USA. So America's intention is to convert all countries in the world into democracy, including India. Of course, India is the right hand for this America in the form of democracy, but China is there. So China intention is to counter this America. So it want to convert the neighboring countries into the communism. Okay, to face this America. So here already there are surrounding countries like Taiwan. Okay, like Taiwan, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, all these countries